I found a postcard in an old oak drawer, a little seaside town we dreamed about before. The picture showed a lighthouse on a quiet bay, with tiny boats drifting slowly through the waves. Your handwriting leaned across the sky, blue ink dancing like the summer tide. You wrote, meet me where the gulls all sing, before life became a different thing. It never crossed an ocean, it never crossed a state. Some words don't need a mailbox, they only needed faith. The postcard never needed a stamp, it already knew the way. It carried every promise we were too afraid to say, folded inside yesterday, hidden where old dreams still can. Funny how forever fit inside a postcard, but never needed a stamp. Autumn filled the boardwalk with empty chairs. The carnival lights were no longer there. A little bookstore knew my face, like it remembered our favorite place. An old musician played beside the pier, the same melody we'd loved for years. I almost waved to someone in the crowd, until I realized you weren't around. Time can change an address, people learn to roam, but memories keep finding every road that feels like home. The postcard never needed a stamp, it already crossed my heart. No envelope could ever hide the way we fell apart. Every faded corner still remembers who we were. Funny how goodbye can live inside a postcard without a single word. Maybe every unfinished story finds another ending somewhere else. Maybe love isn't disappearing, maybe it becomes someone you carry. I smiled for the first time without asking the past to return. Some journeys aren't about arriving, they're about what they let you learn. The postcard never needed a stamp, it was never meant to leave. It stayed exactly where I found the person I used to be. Now the ocean keeps your echoes, while tomorrow calls my name. Some hearts don't need another chance, they simply learn to change. Postcard never needed a stamp, because home was never a place. It was the person who taught me how to love. I placed it back inside the drawer, not to hide it, but to thank it. Some memories aren't meant to travel, they already arrived. The departure board kept changing gates, rolling letters faster than my thoughts. People hurried with their carry-ons, chasing places I'd already lost. You stood beneath the terminal lights, a navy coat, one weathered suitcase. We smiled the way old lovers do, trying hard to hide what's on our faces. The loudspeaker called another flight. Somewhere strangers were beginning new. Funny how the busiest room on earth could still feel empty next to you. No one tells you how goodbye can sound when it's wrapped inside ordinary words. Just another Tuesday afternoon, while two hearts quietly come undone. 3 minutes until boarding, 3 minutes left to breathe, 3 minutes full of questions neither one of us could speak. If time could miss a heartbeat, if airplanes waited too, I'd spend forever standing here with 3 more minutes next to you. You handed back my favorite scarf, still carrying the scent of autumn leaves. You said, I thought you should have this. I said, keep it if you need. A little girl laughed by the window, pressing tiny hands against the glass. She waved at every airplane leaving, like she believed they'd all come back. I wondered when we stopped believing love could cross 1,000 miles. Maybe distance wasn't what defeated us. Maybe it was all the silent nights. The final call echoed softly like a chapter reaching its last page. Neither one of us was angry. We were simply growing different ways. 3 minutes until boarding, 3 minutes left to stay, 3 minutes holding memories we couldn't pack away. The gate was slowly closing, the sky was turning blue. I trade 1,000 destinations for 3 more minutes next to you. You reach for my hand one last time, not to ask me to follow, not to ask me to wait, just to remember how perfectly it fit. Then you smiled, the kind that hurts because it's real, the kind that says we did our best. 3 minutes until boarding, the countdown disappeared. Your footsteps crossed the doorway, mine stayed standing here. Some lives aren't meant forever, but forever they can change. Every dream we dare to chase, every heart we learned to save. When your plane became a tiny light against the evening blue, I finally understood that love can still be true, even when it doesn't stay with you. The runway faded into silence, the terminal filled with someone else's hellos. I wrapped the scarf around my shoulders, picked up my own suitcase, and walked toward tomorrow. Your White House still leans a little, just like it did when we were young. The mailbox wears a coat of rust. The wind still hums the same old song. That oak tree grew another season, its branches reaching through the sky. I carved a heart into the bark. Now time has blurred the reasons why. The screen door sings the same familiar tune as evening settles on the fields. Everything remembers summer except the way we used to feel. Some places hold your laughter long after voices disappear, but memories change their colors with every passing year. The porch swing forgot our names, but it still moves with the evening breeze. It rocks like someone's coming home to stories carried through the trees. The house remembers every sunset. The gravel knows our footprints well, but the porch swing forgot our names, and maybe that's just as well. Your mother's roses still are blooming, painted red along the fence. Someone hangs fresh laundry outside, like nothing ever truly ends. The little store down by the corner still sells peach pies every June. A different couple shares the sidewalk, laughing underneath the moon. Life keeps writing new beginnings on pages we once called our own. Some chapters close without a warning. Some roads are meant to walk alone. I thought I'd find the answers hidden somewhere in this place. Instead I found forgiveness waiting quietly with grace. The porch swing forgot our names, yet the fireflies still dance at night. They never asked who loved here first. They simply fill the dark with light. The porch doesn't belong to yesterday. It welcomes every soul the same. The porch swing forgot our names, but I don't need it to remember. Maybe love isn't measured by how long it stays. Maybe it's the gentle way it teaches us to change. The best parts of forever don't always last forever. Sometimes they become the strength we carry forward. The porch swing forgot our names, and I finally smiled instead of cried. The sunset didn't choose a side, it simply colored all the sky. I'll thank the road that brought me here, and leave these memories where they belong. The porch swing forgot our names, but it gave me back my own. The screen door softly closed behind me. The evening stars began to shine. The house grew small inside my mirror, and home became a place inside. The sun fell low behind the pines, painting gold across the field. You were laughing on the old fence line like nothing in this world could leave. Your sneakers kicked up dusty roads, a radio played somewhere far. You said, let's catch the evening light before it disappeared with the stars. I borrowed my grandfather's denim jacket, 2 sizes bigger than my own. You smiled and filled the pockets up with tiny lights we'd never owned. Every little spark was dancing like it knew we'd soon grow up. We thought forever was a season that the summer sky made up. Fireflies in my jacket pocket, tiny pieces of July, glowing like the dreams we carried underneath an open sky. We were too young to know tomorrow, too brave to ask it why. Fireflies in my jacket pocket still light up every time I close my eyes. The county road grew quiet fast, only crickets filled the air. You traced our initials in the dirt, then brushed them off without a care. You said the world was waiting somewhere past the hills and railroad tracks. I said I'd probably stay right here in case you ever wander back. We counted satellites instead of worries, made wishes no one else could hear. Every heartbeat felt like music, every tomorrow felt so near. If I'd known how fast the seasons could outrun 2 hopeful hearts, I'd have stayed a little longer before life pulled us apart. Fireflies in my jacket pocket, tiny lanterns made of gold. Everyone still keeps a story that my hands could never hold. Though the years have changed the landscape and the nights don't feel as wide, fireflies in my jacket pocket still find their way back home inside. I opened that old jacket yesterday. The pockets were completely empty. No lights, no magic, but somehow the memory still glowed. Maybe some things aren't meant to be carried. Maybe they're meant to keep carrying us. Fireflies in my jacket pocket, you were never mine to keep. Some lights are only borrowed before they're given to the breeze. If I ever lose my way again, I'll remember who I'd been, the kid who thought one summer evening could last beyond the wind. Fireflies in my jacket pocket, they never really left, they simply learned to shine inside my chest. When July returns each year, I still look across that field, not because I'm waiting for you, but because that's where I learned some beautiful things don't disappear. they become the light you carry forward. Every Sunday morning, just before 9, you'd smooth your jacket and I'd straighten mine. The old white chapel waited down the road, where stained glass windows painted dreams in gold. Your shoes still carry traces of the dust from every little town that built our trust. You'd always leave them by the front door, like you'd be back in just a moment more. Some habits stay long after people leave. They quietly become the air we breathe. No one tells your heart the day they'll turn into little things that start to hurt. Your Sunday shoes by the front door, still waiting like they always did before. Every lace untied, every step untaken, holding on to promises unshaken. Time keeps moving through these empty rooms, but love still lingers in familiar truths. Your Sunday shoes by the front door still feel like home somehow. The kitchen clock still hums its faithful tune. Morning light still finds the living room. Your favorite mug sits quietly on the shelf, like it's still expecting someone else. Neighbors wave the way they always have. They ask about you with gentle laughs. I smile and say that life moves on, though some goodbyes are never really gone. The seasons change, the maple by the drive, but memories found their way to stay alive. Love doesn't leave with closing doors. Sometimes it waits where it was before. Your Sunday shoes by the front door, still resting where they rested years before. Every silent morning starts the same. Every hallway softly speaks your name. Even when the house grows still at night, you remain inside the morning light. Your Sunday shoes by the front door still guide my heart back home. One afternoon I picked them up, brushed away the faded dust, not because I had to say goodbye, but because love deserves kindness. I placed them in the cedar chest, beside the letters and the photographs. Some memories aren't meant to disappear. we stood for lives once more. Every lesson, every quiet grace, every smile time can erase. I'll carry your footsteps in my own. Wherever life decides I'll go. The front door closes, the sunrise grows, and love walks with me still. Sunday bells are ringing, morning fills the sky. Some people leave our houses, but never leave our lives. You drew a blue line on an old road map across the places we'd never seen. A mountain town, a coastal highway, every dream fit in the space between. You packed postcards for every stop, I packed songs for the drive ahead. We believed that every mile would become the life we said we'd live. Every turn looked like forever, every mile felt brand new. We never questioned where we were going, only that I was with you. Our map folded the wrong way, somewhere between your dreams and mine. The roads were still the same, old roads, but we couldn't read the signs. Love didn't disappear that day, it slowly drifted out of you. Our map folded the wrong way, until there wasn't an us to follow through. You chased skylines full of bright windows, I found peace where the rivers bend. You wanted cities full of strangers, I wanted neighbors who knew my name. Neither heart was ever wrong, we just heard different melodies. Sometimes two beautiful directions don't become the same journey. We kept tracing faded highways, trying to make the pieces meet. But every promise needs one future, not two different streets. Our map folded the wrong way, the corners hid the paths we planned. We stood looking at the same paper, holding different destinations in our hands. Love tried hard to stay alive, but dreams ask something new. Our map folded the wrong way, before we ever knew. Years from now, if someone asks me where my favorite road begins, I'll tell them it starts with hope, not with where it ends. 'Cause every wrong direction still taught my heart to roam. Sometimes losing one destination leads you to your own. Our map folded the wrong way, but every crease became a guide, not toy. become inside. If I ever trace those highways, I'll smile instead of feeling blue. The map may have folded the wrong way, but it still led me to the truth. I folded the map one final time, not to forget where we'd been, but to make room for every place I'll still discover. Gate 27 called my name, a paper boarding pass, a different day. People hurry toward tomorrow, I carry yesterday. The suitcase wasn't very heavy, just a sweater and a worn out book. Funny how the smallest memories can weigh more than they look. Outside the runway shimmered, morning painted silver wings. I whispered to the empty window, it's time to leave some things. Clouds don't ask where you've been, they only know where they can go. Maybe hearts are just like airplanes, strong enough to let things go. I took a window seat for yesterday, watched every memory drift away. Tiny streets became tiny dreams, smaller than they always seemed. The sky didn't erase our story, it simply gave it room to fade. I took a window seat for yesterday, so tomorrow could know my name. A little girl beside the aisle pressed her face against the glass. She smiled at every passing cloud like nothing good could ever pass. She asked me where I was going, I said somewhere I haven't been. She laughed and said that's where adventures always seem to begin. Somehow her simple answer quieted every storm inside. Hope arrived without permission and chose to stay for the ride. Every mile above the mountains felt lighter than the last. Sometimes healing isn't finding its line, only outgrowing the past. I took a window seat for yesterday, watched every memory drift away. The rivers curled like silver thread, carrying every word unsaid. The sky didn't erase our story, it only changed the view I made. I took a window seat for yesterday and found tomorrow on the way. When the captain dimmed the cabin lights, the stars looked close enough to touch. I realized moving forward didn't mean I loved you less. Some chapters aren't forgotten, some photographs still stay, but they don't have to be the reason I stopped living today. I took a window seat for yesterday and watched the sunrise write my name. Every cloud became a promise, every heartbeat welcomed change. I'll always thank the road behind me for teaching me who I became. I took a window seat for yesterday flight, I picked up my bag, smiled to myself, and walked into my life.
The tide rolled in like it always knew, bringing pieces of a sky once blue. Salt kissed the edges of an old wood pier, carrying whispers only waves could hear. At the end stood a weathered lighthouse, white paint worn by years of storms. Every evening when the beacon turned, it felt like someone keeping warm. I found a bottle in the drifting foam, inside a letter without a name. The final line just simply read, "If you're lonely, write the same." So I borrowed ink from a fading pen, folded hope into every line. Never thought the sea would answer or return a dream to mine. The lighthouse rolled back through the light, one golden beam across the night. No words upon a page to read, just quiet proof that hope still breathes. Every wave became a melody, every star knew where I'd been. The lighthouse wrote back to my heart and taught me how to begin again. Autumn painted driftwood silver gray, tourists disappeared with summer days. Only gulls in the restless sea stayed to keep their company. Then another bottle reached the shore, this one older than before. Inside were pressed forget-me-nots, still holding colors time forgot. The notes said some lights never fade, they only wait for darker skies. Keep believing in tomorrow, the ocean always replies. I smiled into the evening wind, watching daylight slowly bend. Some answers never come as voices, sometimes they arrive as friends. The lighthouse rode back through the light, one golden beam across the night. Every heartbeat found the shore, searching for forevermore. No map could show where healing starts, no compass points to mended hearts. The lighthouse rode back to my soul and made the broken whole. Maybe every lonely harbor holds a story left untold. Maybe every distant beacon guards a heart against the cold. If you're ever lost at sea, don't be afraid of endless blue. The brightest light isn't calling ships, sometimes it's calling you. The lighthouse rode back through the dawn, long after every fear had gone. The waves erased my footprints there, but left behind a quiet prayer. Every ending met the tide, heart turned toward the light. The bottle drifted out again. The morning opened wide, and somewhere past the horizon, another lonely heart was learning how to write.
The little bell above the doorway rang its last goodbye tonight. Neon menus flickered softly, kitchen washed in amber light. You were wiping down the counter, humming to an old cassette. I came in for one last coffee, left with something I can't forget. Outside the parking lot was empty, pickup trucks had all gone home. Somehow in that quiet diner I forgot what lonely meant. You slid a slice across the table, smiled and said, "It's on the house." Funny how the smallest kindness can still turn a whole heart around. Cherry pie at closing time, sugar on your fingertips and mine. Every laugh was warm enough to make a cold world feel alright. Maybe love doesn't arrive with fireworks across the sky. Maybe it begins this simply. Cherry pie at closing time. You told me how your grandma taught you every recipe by heart, how she'd always leave one candle burning after everyone departed. I talked about the miles behind me, jobs that never felt like home. You listened like the answers mattered, even though we'd just been strangers. The jukebox found an old love song, one nobody else would choose. You started singing under your breath, and somehow I sang with you. The chairs were upside down on tables, morning waiting just outside. Still we found another reason to let another minute fly. Cherry pie at closing time. Two tired souls forgot the time. The world could wait another hour, nothing else felt half as bright. Maybe hearts don't always crash, maybe some just slowly shine, like cherry pie at closing time. When the waitress turned the open sign, she winked and locked the door. She said, "Some stories start too late, that's what tomorrow's for." You wrote your number on a napkin, folded twice before you smiled. Not a promise, not forever, just a reason to come by. Cherry pie at closing time, sweet enough to change a life. No dramatic last goodbye, no perfect movie ending line. Just a little hometown diner, one warm smile beneath the lights. Who would have thought forever could begin with one last slice? Tomorrow I'll be back again. Same old booth, same front door. Maybe this time I'll order 2 slices instead. Saturday morning at the farmer's market, you picked sunflowers, I grabbed fresh bread. The weather station promised clear blue skies, still you smiled and bought 'em close even when the forecast said we'd shine. You'd laugh and say, one day we'll need them. I never thought you'd mean goodbye. Funny how we carried all that shelter through days that never turned gray. We were ready for the weather, just not the way hearts change. Two umbrellas, no rain. Two promises that couldn't stay the same. The sky stayed bright, the clouds never came, but somehow we still walked away. We packed for storms that never fell, forgot love needs sunlight as well. Two umbrellas, no rain, and nothing to blame. Your yellow coat still hangs beside mine, not because you're coming home. I just haven't found the courage to admit this house echoes alone. The neighbors' roses keep on blooming, kids still race their bikes downhill. Everything outside kept growing while time inside stood still. We learned every emergency, every backup, every plan, but nobody teaches two people how to hold an empty hand. Two umbrellas, no rain. Two dreams falling into different shapes. The wind stayed calm, the trees never swayed. Still we couldn't find our way. We waited for thunder that never arrived, missing the sunshine passing by. Two umbrellas, no rain, just you and I. Maybe love doesn't always break, 'cause somebody lets go. Maybe sometimes quiet distances grow too small to notice until they're too wide to cross. So if tomorrow brings another forecast, I won't carry fear in my pocket. I'll carry hope instead. One umbrella, new day. I finally learned you can't predict change. Storm hearts bloom beneath clear skies. Some stories end without goodbyes. I walk beneath this open blue, thankful that I once found you. Two umbrellas, no rain, but I survived the pain. The sun was shining, the sidewalk stayed dry. I closed the umbrella and opened my life. The cabin lights were fading low, clouds were drifting far below. I almost left like everyone. Another flight, another run. Then something white caught my eye, tucked beneath the seat nearby. An old sealed envelope, worn and thin, with no return address written in. I turned it over in my hands. The paper felt like borrowed time, just four small words across the front. please read. Some stories never choose the perfect day. Sometimes they wait for strangers on their way. I never thought a flight at 30,000 feet would change the ground beneath my feet. It was the envelope under seat 14A, a goodbye that never found its way. Every line was honest, every page was true, written for someone who never knew. I held a heart that wasn't mine, yet somehow it was speaking to my life. Who knew a single piece of paper could teach me how to say goodbye? The letter spoke of borrowed summers, road trips, freckles, laughing younger. It told the story of two dreamers who kept choosing different seasons. I loved you more than I could say. I only hoped you'd be okay. If this finds someone else instead, please don't waste the words I left. I read those lines a second time as morning broke beyond the wing. Somewhere over quiet mountains, everything felt different. Maybe every heart leaves echoes hidden where we never see. Maybe love survives much longer than the people brave enough to speak. It was the envelope under seat 14A, a lifetime folded into gray. Every sentence carried hope across the miles we couldn't trace. I realized while reading on, some endings help another soul move on. One forgotten letter can become somebody else's dawn. When the plane touched down in Denver, everyone stood up to leave. I stayed behind another moment, holding someone else's dream. I didn't know their names, I never saw their face, but I walked into the morning, determined not to let love wait. I called the person I'd been missing. The phone rang only twice. For the first time in forever, I didn't hide behind my pride. Because of the envelope under seat 14A, I found the words I couldn't say. No perfect timing, no perfect plan, just an open heart and trembling hands. Some stories never end with tears, sometimes they rewrite all your years. A stranger's goodbye became my brand new start. Somewhere another plane is leaving, another traveler takes that seat. Maybe hope still travels quietly, folded inside ordinary things. Handwritten signs on maple trees, yard sale Saturday 9 till 3. Old porch chairs and vinyl stacks, boxes filled filled with yesterday's tracks. A little girl sold lemonade, her dog was sleeping in the shade. I almost drove the other way, but something told me I should stay. There you were in a faded jean jacket, holding up a picture frame. You smiled and asked, think it's worth saving. I said maybe just like some names. Funny how a quiet morning can change before you even know. Sometimes life hides brand new chapters in places people let things go. We found our Saturday yard sale hearts between old records and broken parts. Two strangers looking for something small, never expecting love at all. Every forgotten little treasure led us somewhere we could start. Who knew forever might be waiting inside two Saturday yard sale hearts. You bought a coffee-colored typewriter, missing just one tiny key. I found a quilt your grandma stitched back in 1963. We laughed about the odd collection, snow globes, postcards, baseball gloves. Every table held a story, every story spoke of love. Then an old man waved us over. Take this box, he softly smiled. Inside were postcards from the 50s, each one signed to my darling child. We read them underneath an oak tree, like pages time forgot to keep. Some memories aren't meant for owning, they're simply gifts we're meant to meet. We found our Saturday yard sale hearts between old records and broken parts. A second chance wrapped up in dust, teaching us again to trust. Every faded photograph brought tomorrow to the start. Who knew forever might be waiting inside two Saturday yard sale hearts. You said maybe people leave things behind so someone else can carry hope. I looked around that little neighborhood and finally believed your words. Not everything that's old is over, not everything that's lost is gone. Sometimes love just changes owners before it finds where it belongs. We kept our Saturday yard sale hearts, not because they were brand new, but every scratch and every crack made room for something true. Now every spring when April calls and white dogwoods bloom through the park, we go back to that little street where ordinary became art. Some people search a lifetime for a perfect place to start. We found ours on a folding table, two Saturday yard sale hearts. The signs came down before sunset, the neighbors closed their gates, but every Saturday since then we still believe the best things in life are the ones nobody expected to take home. The keeper locked the weathered gate just before the lunch bell rang. Seagulls circled through the quiet sky like they noticed something changed. Tourists wandered down the cliffs, chasing postcards in the breeze. I came looking for the ocean, but found a memory instead of peace. On the final page of the visitor's book, someone signed a familiar name. No address, no explanation, just the promise I came. Every wave erased another footstep. closed at noon today, but your light never faded away. Every beam that crossed the sea still somehow found its way to me. The doors were locked, the windows still, the silence echoed down the hill. If love can outlive every storm, then maybe broken hearts stay warm. The lighthouse closed at noon, but not for you. Inside the keeper's empty office sat a weather-beaten wooden box filled with letters never mailed, wrapped in faded pieces of cloth. One was marked with yesterday, another carried only spring. The last one simply read, "For the one who kept believing." I opened it with trembling hands, expecting one more sad goodbye. Instead I found a simple note: some lights don't have to shine to guide. Maybe hope is less like fireworks, more like quiet waves, always finding distant shores, even after cloudy days. The lighthouse closed at noon today, but your light never faded away. Every beam that crossed the sea still somehow found its way to me. The wind grew soft, the gulls flew home, yet somehow I was not alone. Love doesn't disappear with time, it changes shape like changing tides. The lighthouse closed at noon, but not inside. So I climbed the winding staircase one last time before I left. The lantern room was dark and silent, yet I could still feel every breath. Maybe every ending teaches what forever truly means. Not holding on to yesterday, but carrying what it leaves. I folded up the little letter, placed it back where it belongs. Some stories aren't meant to finish, they're meant to help us carry on. The lighthouse closed at noon today, yet somehow I could see the way. Not because the lantern shined, but because you changed my eyes. Now every shoreline feels like home, every sunrise feels brand new. Some lights never stop shining, even after they're out of view. The lighthouse closed at noon today, and I finally understood love isn't measured by how long it stays, but by how brightly it once stood. The gate was locked, the tide rolled in, the sea kept singing, and so did I. Dust rose softly from the gravel road. Pickup trucks lined up in the evening glow. The smell of fresh cut hay filled the summer air. Everybody gathered at the county fair.
Your father waved from the cattle barns. My little brother chased fireflies across the farm. The band was tuning up beneath the old oak tree.
He smiled and saved the last dance for me. We were just two hometown dreamers trying to outrun time, holding on to August sunsets before they slipped behind the cinnamon smiles. Kids were laughing down the midway aisles. We carved our initials on a cedar fence, certain forever made perfect sense.
You talked about Nashville, chasing bigger dreams. I talked about college, somewhere by the sea.
We promised distance wouldn't change our names, even if tomorrow called us different ways.
Sometimes love is brave enough to open both hands wide,
Letting someone chase the sunrise without asking them to hide.
You won the blue ribbon at the county fair,
Holding it high with the summer air,
the whole town clapped as your name was read.
while 1,000 dreams filled my head.
We were young enough to believe,
Every promise autumn couldn't steal,
every heartbeat still lives somewhere
by your blue ribbon at the county fair.
Years roll by like harvest seasons, fields turn golden into snow.
I came back one September morning just to see what I'd outgrown.
Inside the old exhibition hall,
Your picture still hung on the wall.
below it red and faded ink.
Best young farmer, 2019.
I smiled because I finally knew
Some dreams stay home,
some dreams chase the horizon, both
can still come true.
you won the blue ribbon at the county fair.
But life gave us different roads from there.
I found my song beneath bright city lights.
You found yours in quiet country skies.
Though the seasons changed our plans,
Nothing could erase those summer hands.
every time the cicadas fill the air.
I remember your blue ribbon at the county fair.
The fairground's empty,
The banners come down.
somewhere every summer
That blue ribbon still flies, and so does my heart. Platform 7, 9:30. When I drifted through the station signs, suitcases rolled like passing years. Strangers carried different hopes and fears. Near the ticket office, worn with age, stood an old piano on a wooden stage. Its keys were faded, chipped with time, still waiting for familiar hands to find. An old brass plaque was softly framed, with only 7 words engraved. The piano nobody claimed. No one knew who left it there, or why it never disappeared. But every heart that stopped to play left a little less afraid. The piano nobody claimed knew every joy and every pain. It sang for people passing through, for broken hearts and dreams made new. No ticket home could change the song. No goodbye ever stayed too long. Every note became a flame inside the piano nobody claimed. A little girl in a yellow coat reached the bench with a folded note. She played 3 chords her father knew. The melody floated bright and true. with just one verse, he wasn't alone. The station somehow felt like home. The businessman removed his tie, sat beside a lullaby. For one small song, no one cared who they had been before they were there. Different stories, different names, some arrived and some missed trains. But every soul who touched those keys left behind a memory. The piano nobody claimed held 1,000 different names. Every stranger found a friend before the final chorus ended. No photograph could hold that light, no suitcase packed the sound that night. Hope is more than just a name inside the piano nobody claimed. One cold morning, workers came searching for the owner's name. They checked old records, boxes, files, traced forgotten railway miles. No signature, no receipt, no missing report, no family to meet. Then someone smiled and quietly said, maybe it belongs to everyone instead. The station nodded without a word as another gentle melody was heard. The piano nobody claimed never asked for wealth or fame. It only wanted one more song to help another heart move on. If someday all our names are gone, if every photograph is worn, may kindness still remain the same, like the piano nobody claimed. The last train disappeared from sight. The station settled into night. Someone closed the weathered lid, and a child opened it again. And the music never really ended. October settled on Cedar Lane, painting every fence in shades of gold. The orchard opened with a handmade sign, pick what your heart can hold. Children laughed between the rows, paper cups of cider in their hands. I came looking for a quiet afternoon, not the ghost of summer's plans. Then I saw you by the old red ladder, reaching for the highest branch. The wind carried your familiar smile across the rolling patch. Time had changed the little things, the color of your favorite coat, but somehow hearing you say my name still felt like coming home. October apples on Cedar Lane, sweet enough to hide the rain. We filled our baskets side by side, like nothing had ever changed. Some seasons leave, some seasons stay. Some hearts find another way. October apples on Cedar Lane taught me love can ripen slow. He told me about the city lights, the apartment on the 7th floor. I told you Dad still fixed old tractors, and Mom still painted porch. A little girl tugged your sweater sleeve, asking if the apples were all free. You smiled and handed her the brightest one, the way you once smiled at me. The church bell echoed through the valley. Leaves were dancing in the breeze. For the first time in a long, long while, the silence came with peace. Maybe growing older means you stop asking who was right and start thanking every memory for teaching you the light. October apples on Cedar Lane, bright against the autumn gray. Every laugh became a photograph no camera could ever frame. Some roads bend, some dreams remain, like the roots beneath the rain. October apples on Cedar Lane still bloom inside my soul. The sun slipped low behind the hills. The orchard closed its weathered gate. You said, take care of yourself this time. I smiled and answered, you too, don't be late. No dramatic last embrace, no tears falling through the air, just two grateful hearts discovering some endings can be fair. I picked one final apple from the oldest tree around, not to remember losing you, but to remember what we found. October apples on Cedar Lane, golden underneath the fading day. Love isn't always forever. Sometimes it's the path we make. I'll taste the sweetness when October calls, even after every leaf has fallen, because somewhere in that little orchard a younger version of us still laughs. October apples on Cedar Lane was never just a place. It became the season where my heart learned grace. The basket's emptied, the leaves drifted home. Autumn kept the story and quietly carried it on.